Welcome back to the Who's James, where we talk everything Canada soccer and U.S. soccer. Today we're going to be doing a recap of the U.S. Versus Canada Olympic semifinals matchup. And this one, Canada would take a 1-0 upset win over the USA, the women's at least. And wow, I mean, just waking up to the score line, I was like, wow, because at first I had a feeling deep down inside that Canada was going to win, but at the same time, I always had a little bit of doubt that the USA women were going to be dominant. But no, to my surprise, Canada has done it. They have beaten the US women. And reminder that this is, since both Canada and US soccer are playing each other, I'm going to be doing this in my Raptors jersey right here, which I'm going to be doing it from a neutral point of view and try and talk about both sides equally as possible. So without further ado, I'm going to start with the lineup for Canada. In this one, we have Christine Sinclair, Stephanie LeBay, Alyssa Chapman, Kadesha Buchanan, Quinn, Ashley Lawrence, Desiree Scott, Vanessa Giles, Nichelle Prince, Janine Becky, and Jessie Fleming. And then we go to the U.S. lineup. We have Alyssa Nair in your keeping position with Crystal Dunn, Tiana Davidson, Becky Sauerbrunn, Kelly O'Hara, Lindsey Horan, Julie Ertz, Roosevelt, Lynn Williams, Alex Morgan, and Tobin Heath. Now, in this one, reminder for the Olympic Games, we only talk about the goals rather than all the highlights like we normally do for the men's game, just to keep these videos as short as possible. But for this one, there's only one goal, and yes, Canada got it, and it was Jessie Fleming's penalty to seal the deal for the Canadian women as they'll go on to play Sweden now in a gold medal match. And basically, her penalty, I mean, it was honestly, Christine Sinclair was about to take it, but she stopped for a moment, thought about it, and said, "Here you go," to Jessie Fleming. And Jessie Fleming worked her magic and just put the ball past the U.S. keeper. I think Alyssa Nair got injured, so that really hurt the United States. But it is what it is. As I said many times in these videos, you use what you have to work with. No excuses. You find a way to get the job done. Canada found that way to get the job done. They ended up beating the USA and put out a major shocker in the Olympic women's tournament, as they were, in the first time in their history now, go on to play in the Gold Cup medal match against Sweden. And without further ado, I mean, that's huge. I'm going to talk more about this in detail, of course, after we go over the stats. But let's get to the stats. And then we go with stats where USA had 56% of possession to Canada's 44%. So although the USA did seem dominant, they just could not hit their chances. That's what the story of this game is for the U.S. women's side. Missed chance after missed chance. You gotta cash in. You gotta cash in those chances. Canada is, they're a lethal team. You cannot, I know the USA is number one, quote unquote, but you gotta finish those chances. You can't leave any of the chances on the table. And unfortunately, they left many of those chances on the table today. And we go to the 8 fouls to 6 fouls. Before that, we had shots on goals. USA had 17, while Canada had 5 shots in general. And the shots on goal, 6 of the 17 for the USA to Canada's 2. So once again, USA does get a lot of shots, but none of their chances were good. Canada, on the other hand, got very little, but would look more dangerous. Kind of like a reminder of the US-Mexico last night. Mexico dominated in shots for the men's side, but the USA, when they did get their chances, they buried them, and when they had very seldomly chances too. I said 8 fouls, 6 fouls, 1 yellow card to none yellow card for Canada. No red cards, 1 offside for the USA to none offside for Canada. 12 corner kicks for the US women's side. Once again, missed chances off of set pieces. No corner, or 5 corner kicks for Canada. 1 save to 6 saves. You can tell that I think it was Sheridan for Canada came up huge in net this game. Just beautiful. And finally, that pretty much does it for the stats. And yeah. Now, for this is huge. As this is the first time in Canada's history that they're going to a Gold Cup medal match. Or a gold medal match, not Gold Cup. This is not U.S. and Mexico. So just gold medal match for the Olympics. And this is huge. You got to celebrate if I'm Canada. If you're a Canadian soccer fan, please celebrate. Please admire this women's team and all the work that they've done. I mean, you can't help but just give credit. Especially after grinding out a win, a tough win against the USA, arguably the world's top team besides Sweden. Um, you can't help but just smile if you're Canada. And for the U.S., you're gonna be looking at this one again and asking yourselves, what happened? Where did we go wrong? And as I saw what went wrong, the shots. You're not clinical. You weren't lethal. And so Canada, when they got their chance to do it, when they got that one chance, they had a chance to take it. They ended up drawing a penalty, buried it, did what they got to do, and they squeaked through to now they find themselves in a championship match. Meanwhile, the USA still has to play a bronze medal match, and that one's going to be against Australia coming up, while Canada's going to be against Sweden. So, good games, but the USA will not be happy that they still could get bronze. Hey, they still could get third or still could get a medal, but this is not what they had up there with their sleeve, not what they had in mind. Meanwhile, for Canada, I don't know if they planned this, but either way, be proud. And as I said, you know how much this would mean for a Canadian federation if they managed to beat Sweden in the Olympic finals. Wow. I mean, I just hope the whole country just gets behind this team and just supports them in every which way, because this is going to be, either way, it's going to be a fun game to watch. And I'm looking forward to it, for the gold for Canada. And unfortunately for the USA, a lot of people are really questioning where this team's going. As one team's for the USA, the men's team seems to be trending in upwards, while the women's team seems to be trending a little downwards. So one team goes up, one team goes down, whatever's going on with the U.S. soccer. But some people will be happy to hear that, some people will be sad to hear that, but that's just the way it is, where I see it right now for U.S. soccer. Good for the men's, but the women have to reevaluate themselves if they want to keep their success and reign, which is threatened, especially after Sweden. But as I said, for Canada, not only just getting to the Gold Cup, I gotta stop saying Gold Cup. The gold medal match is not only is this a huge hurdle that has been accomplished, but this have always been, just beating the U.S. in general, has always been just a big ask. They've been close numerous times. We go back to the She Believes Cup in March. They've been close, but just came up short every single time. But not today. They finally squeaked through and put the USA in the bronze medal match, which, wow. I don't know, a lot of people already started that coming, given the trend that the USA women was going, but a lot of people are happy and surprised. Now, in terms of the USA, as I said, what's going on? First, they got embarrassed by Sweden, and now they're getting upset. Now they got upset by the Canadians. Early warning signs to come, perhaps. Could this be the end of the USA's reign? They say all great things come to an end, but that's my burning question today: could the USA women's reign be at stake? Could Sweden actually just, take that position like we saw in Belgium with the men's? Could this be the passing of the torch? You guys comment down below if you give your opinions on it. Feel free. And we'll see what you guys think about it as well, because the USA women right now have really been trending a little downwards, which brings some concerns from Vlatko Ananaski, the head coach. And yeah, but the USA just really have to reevaluate themselves. All this hard work and training, I don't know what's it going to take for them to be successful, but they still got one more game. That's the good thing, is they still get the trying to get somewhat of a redemption, although they're probably not going to be happy with bronze if they do win. But we do know Australia did give the USA a little grudge match back in the group stage. So this is going to be another tough match. But the USA women have to figure this out fast, as they are quickly losing fame, after loss after loss. So it's up to them is to redeem themselves. But the gold now is out of the question. That's not possible now. Try again in another 4 years or 3 years, depending on if it's 2024. You'll have that. You're gonna have to try and redeem yourselves. But great win for Canada overall. But the USA have to reevaluate themselves. That pretty much does it for this video. If you like this video, make sure you like, subscribe, share it with all your friends, and also tell all your friends that the USA has been eliminated from gold medal contention, and that the Canadians will have a shot at their gold medal contention.